done messed up, no. Bad news, to beat your home, nigga. Yeah. Go on, get on that ass real quick one time. 144, baby.
They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said, of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, me a whole car. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You even low on this Lord, so that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that. I swear I'm to our core. Wait up, let me make a call right quick. I'ma start another war. I was hurting when she left, but I don't care about any part. I need a Vaseline like my Nina Puffer bar. Took a Zoc, watch the dark. Matter of fact, like a dart. Any problem, let them come. We gon' snatch they soul like Shang Tsung. Put them out of service, keep them tools like Miss Hopper Free. Try to hold me, it's way too late. I'm headed straight to the safe. Throw that one up like a trophy. I'm that nigga, ain't no debate. Told them boys we taking over. Call them up like set the date. This shit a piece of cake. Yeah, my bitches came from Whole Foods. Told them put on that top 3. Then bring me my house shoes. Don't make excuses, make moves. These niggas ungrateful, gotta show them UPK rules. I make hits like I can't lose. They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, me a whole car. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You even low on this Lord, so that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that. I swear I'm to our core. Yeah, I just got off the call. I'ma start another war. Spit a plate up with my niggas, get your knife and your fork. They ain't locked in with the count and when you speaking to me fart. Yeah, I just took the floor. Ain't no cowards in my campaign. They can't stop the campaign. Tell them bring the champagne. They know I'm a champion. They can see the outcome. Get them niggas bad, got them tied down and out there. Came through with them steppers, niggas been down since day one. We run up the bands, bitch like Dylan. They say you get on, you gon' represent. I said of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. Yeah, about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, we whole cart. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan. I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You either low or this low, so that bitch is either or. I told you niggas, you ain't cut like that. I swear I'm to our car. And I just made it call. We gon' start another war. Yeah.
Hear the hunger in my voice, they used to tell me to speak up. The problem was of what I was saying, they couldn't keep up. Instead of moving around with some patience, they tried to speed up. It got colder than a bitter bitch, found me a way to heat up. What's a favor for a favor if we all didn't make it? Kept it 100 with everybody, but they just gon' change. I ain't get caught up in the hype, cause I ain't feel like I made it. Couldn't picture me here now, but here's your moment to frame it. And I ain't never understand that self-entitlement spirit. I felt your vibe, I don't wanna get near it. Before I made the appearance, I took a second, took a look in the mirror. This God, Lord, the only thing that I fear. Y'all got me fucked up. It's all passion, it's tradition, it ain't fashion. It's no action, they make threats and it's still passing. I think massive, no respond, that's still tact. Y'all should quit rapping. Cheap shots, I'm cinematic. I ain't average, I'm an overthrow fanatic. How I go, you lose and win like asthmatic. I got first, that's automatic. I'm the best in my division. In the ghetto like the pigeons, in the hood like the engine. You a bird for that chicken. I don't fake split decisions cause my mind made up, nigga. We in the end of time, but my time ain't up. Now when I was young and running wild and wide-eyed like a cabbage patch, I had to get it as vivid, adapted to my habitat. It's certain shit I won't do, certain shit you can't prove. My shit sound like a payday, yours like more when the rent. If I had $1 for every dime you counted, I would be broke. Watch it be close, got a better chance, boxing the goal. And they know I'm raw, and they know the spot, and I'm feeling large, still in charge. I don't make it follow, I follow the law. Standing tall like they hear on Mars. I just got a call from my bro, he behind the wall, he told me let it off. Niggas lying for some cat, I got a different line in me. Everybody intimidated, I got that guy in me. You get focused on them dimes, I'd rather keep my nine with me. Help me get this off the ground, just know you won't fly with me now.
I'm trying to make the news, I ain't playing by the rules. I've been trying to play it cool, but that ain't gon' be the building. Y'all out here looking like fool. Home truth, I ain't never had to choose.
I'm trying to get beamed up, man, y'all trying to make the news. I ain't playing by the rules. I've been trying to play it cool, but that ain't gon' pay the bill. Y'all out here looking like fool. home of the truth. Y'all ain't never had to choose, tryna get beamed up. Man, y'all tryna make the news, y'all ain't playing by the rules. I've been trying to play it cool, but that ain't gon' pay the bill. Y'all out here looking like food. Home of the truth, y'all ain't never had to choose, tryna get beamed up.
Shalom, Israel. It's that time again. The ISUPK, under Commanding General Yahana, presents the Lord's 57th Annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 57th Annual Passover, April 4th, 2026, in Houston, Texas. All Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans are commanded to observe the Lord's Passover. This will be the biggest Passover to date. You do not want to miss this. Fresh lamb, fresh wine, and bitter herbs as commanded by the Most High. Only $200 per person, ages 17 and up. The biggest event of the year. There is only one Passover, and it's under Commanding General Yahana. See you there, Israel. Shalom.
Nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and war like apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us. Watch where you stepping.
Okay.
There's a king that's coming back to save our people. Now, we should be preparing ourselves for the return of our king, not stuck up in these denominations and religions that's destroying our people and destroying our nation.
So when we are in this kingdom and a brother or a sister is doing wickedly in this kingdom, we must tell them, look, the world is expecting you to stay docile, to stay stupid.
That's what Christianity teaches our people. Teaches our people to hate one another and love the oppressor. Like, we'll never forgive one another for anything that another brother or sister do to us, but we'll forgive the oppressor in a heartbeat. There's something wrong with that, man.
Imagine living your life as a whole Christian your whole life, and life's good because you're a Christian and Jesus is white and everything's going great, and there's a landslide and the earth opens up and you go downstairs and you walk through this place and you see a black Jesus, man. Why is Jesus Christ black with an afro in the catacombs, man? This predates the Renaissance period.
So when you read the book of Genesis, the trees in the garden with other nations, a leaf, what does a leaf do to a tree? Cover the tree. So Adam took the covering of another nation. What's the covering of another nation? Their culture. So when the Most High saw him, say, yo, Adam, where are you, man? Where are you? Don't mean I can't find you. It means like who is this nigga, man? Where are you, man? I don't know you.
Okay. So the Ba al Banya Yasha'ala wa Amarath al Ham wa Aidya Yahweh. The Ba means speak. Al, when it's joined with something, so al Banya means what? Unto, right? Excellent. So al, when it's joined with something, means unto. Banya means children. Yasha'ala is Israel. So unto the children of Israel.
Like, if it's one thing a hoe gonna do, a hoe gonna hold. But you ain't, she can't hold if there's nobody to hold with. And the thing she said at the end, where she said, I went back and I lied to him and he still wouldn't do it. And then she threw up her hands and she said, well, he'll just be a brother. That's what he need.
That's
brothers.
right.
If we have more brothers, hoes like her wouldn't have no outlet.
There was a man in the land of Oz, his name was Job, and that man was perfect and upright.
There you go, the man called Job. I think Job is what that afflicted. And that man was perfect and upright, meaning what? You can be perfect, man. Job was a man like everybody else, man. Job wasn't no angel, he didn't come from the heavens, and that man was perfect, meaning what? You can be perfect in the Bible. Being perfect is in the Bible.
With me, had printers on my coattail way before Jimmy. Funny how the general ain't even see a penny. Better show respect, get smoked like a chimney. Keep my name out your mouth, don't even think it. Send a real Smith at y'all know Jada Pinkett. Both ball heads, my grain of up 50. Lost my man to the game, that pain that stuck with me. Had to find a cheat code to the street though, cause the niggas getting foul, shoot you like a free throw. Keep spitting acid like a Mino, and the nigga be the nicest with a mean flow.
Alright, Shalom Israel. Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai Barakatham to all the brothers. Yahweh Shema Alatan Bashem Yahweh Shai to the sisters. You know what I'm saying? This is the ISUPK, started out 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana. You know what I'm saying? Since 1969, we've been bringing out the truth about the Bible, correcting, you know what I'm saying, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans out of the ways that we have learned from up under our oppressor, and returning our people, the 12 tribes, the house of Israel, back to their true nationality, their true history, their true culture, you know what I'm saying, their true laws and the true God that they should be serving according to the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Since 1969, we have been correcting and aiding, you know what I'm saying, all the things that plague black people today. You know what I'm saying? Getting black people off drugs, getting, you know what I'm saying, getting our brothers and our young sons and uncles and fathers to stop, you know, slinging drugs and unaliving one another over whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? Stopping our women from becoming 304s and swinging on a pole and shaking their backside and selling out their children for, you know, pennies. You know what I'm saying? Since 1969, the ISUPK has been healing the hurt that black people have suffered, you know what I'm saying, in this oppression where our identity, you know what I'm saying, everything we had and held dear, our morals was taken from us. You know what I'm saying? This is the scripture breakdown class. So of course, if anybody has any questions, you know what I'm saying, if you need any scriptures broken down, you know, feel free to put your questions or your comments or your scriptures in the comments. If anybody in the class, you know what I'm saying, has anything or needs a breakdown, you know what I'm saying, just let me know. I'm holding the class down temporarily until Captain Karathia gets here. You know what I'm saying? But in the meantime, does anybody have anything that they want or need broken down? Matter of fact, before I do, Slacky, can y'all hear me?
I was just typing it in.
Okay, no sweat.
Let me just
no sweat.
Tell you.
Khan, you could just work it out. Matter of fact, before
I
we
can
do
hear
that,
you.
okay, Most High in Christ. Before we do that, you know what I'm saying, shalom to everybody that's watching, of course. Manchester in the house, Officer Tazapuan in the building. We got a hand, Officer Habanyaga. You know what I'm saying? Manchester's in the cut. We got, you know what I'm saying, the GOAT 1539. We got Darren Hunnigan, Most High in Christ. All right, shalom to all the brothers, shalom to all the sisters. All right, go ahead, Officer Tazapuan.
Oh yeah, so Genesis, I want to do the John. I did John first, John 16 and 19. I just want an understanding of the John 4, not 16. John 4, 16.
John 4 and 16. Okay.
Talking about the woman at the well. Yeah. So to kind of brush up on that. So the woman at the well where you know, in Christ says, call thy husband.
Go ahead, read when you're ready. Read from 4 and verse 13.
4 and 13. John chapter 4, 13. Jesus answered and said unto her, whosoever drinketh of this water shall thirst again.
So Christ and this woman are at a well, right? At a well, you know what I'm saying, you get drinking water. And Christ said unto this woman, whoever drinketh of this water shall thirst again. I mean, if you drink of this water from the well, you know, a couple hours later, you're going to be thirsty. You're going to be thirsty again. You need so much water every day in order to live. All right, carry on.
14. But whosoever drinketh of the water that I shall give him shall never thirst.
Whosoever drinketh of the water that I shall give him shall never thirst. You know what I'm saying? And you understand what that means?
No, I understand that. It's just that the only bit I need is the with the the husband. The husband, that's all. Yeah. I just want like a understanding of that. So the it says go call thy husband, etc. So
no sweat.
The water, yeah.
Let me give
if
this
you want to
Officer
explain
Habani
on the water
let me give this to Officer Habani. Right. I know you know the breakdown. Officer Habani, you know the breakdown on this. So Christ says, whoever drinketh of this water shall thirst again, but whosoever drinketh of the water that I shall give him shall never thirst. What does Christ mean by this?
What's the verse, Salaki?
John chapter 4 and verse 14. If you could read that again, Officer Tzapon, Bob Kushar.
Kan 13, right? Jesus answered and said unto her, whosoever drinketh of this water shall thirst again. But whosoever drinketh of the water that I shall give him shall never thirst.
So, Habaniga, what water is Christ talking about right here?
The word, the truth.
The word, absolutely. The truth. If you have the truth, which is the washing of the water that Christ gives you, you become clean when you understand the truth. You become clean when you have the law, statutes, commandments, and you abide by them. With that, you shall never thirst again. And that thirst, of course, you still need water, but spiritually, you won't be thirsting for, like we are today. We are thirsty for something that the Bible says we have the zeal for God, but not according to knowledge. We are thirsty to serve a higher purpose, but we don't know what that higher purpose should be. We think it's in the Christian church. We think it's in the Muslim mosque. We think it's in trees and spiritualism and all these things that we think are higher purpose. We think it's in the universe. You know what I'm saying? But that higher purpose is serving God and following the law, statutes, commandments. Read on, Officer Zabwa.
Okay. Shall never thirst, but the water that I shall give him shall be in him a well of water springing up into everlasting life.
But that water that Christ will give you shall be as like a well with water springing up, meaning it's never going to run out. It's going to refill itself. When you have this truth in the ISUPK, you don't run out of the spirit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You keep coming to class. You keep, you know what I'm saying, paying your tithes. You keep serving the Lord, and you see how it changes your life. Read on.
Okay. 15. The woman says unto him, Sir, give me this water that I thirst not.
And this woman said, hey, give me some of that water. I need that water. I ain't never gonna thirst again. That's the water I need. Christ must have some magical water. So give me that water that I thirst not, neither come hither to draw. Because bringing this big old, jug back and forth to this well, it's a little tiring. I need that water that's never gonna make me thirst again. And what does Christ respond? Go ahead. Verse 16.
God. Neither come hither to draw. Yahweh said unto her, Go, call thy husband, and come hither.
Come on, go ahead.
Come hither. The woman answered and said, I have no husband. Yahweh said unto her, Thou hast well said, I have no husband.
So Yahweh says, Go and call your husband and come hither. That woman answered and responded, I don't have a husband. Christ said, hey, you said well. I have no husband. You saying well and saying you have no husband. Read on.
God. For thou hast had 5 husbands.
But thou hast had 5 husbands. And what does that mean? What is Christ saying to this woman?
She's married 5 times. She's been married 5 times.
Been married 5 times?
Been married 5 times.
Okay. Anybody else?
Is it talking about different beliefs?
No. When you say being married 5 times, what do you mean by that?
She's had 5 husbands, meaning she's had partners, men that's been into her 5 times. She
slept with 5 men
over time.
This woman is what you call, this woman is like these loose women today. What's their body count is in the 10s and 30s and 20s. This woman's body count was 5. So the body count was 5, and this time according to our law, your body count should be one, unless your husband is dead. Unless your husband is unalive, your body count should be no more than one. Should be 0 or 1. That's it. And Christ said this woman has had 5 husbands. And what else? We done?
Okay. Yeah, so like it. For thou hast had 5 husbands, and he whom thou now hast is not thy husband.
And that man that you're sleeping with now, even he's not your husband. Why? Because you're going to sleep with another man and commit adultery again. This woman has committed adultery 4 times and is going to commit it again because she's going to lay down with another man. Christ is checking this woman because she is a 304. She's promiscuous. She's loose.
So like it.
Go ahead.
That's why I'm kind of bit wanting to get a bit more foundational. So it's like the Christian church, for instance. You can marry in the Christian church. You know what I mean? You can divorce. You can marry again. Right? But then it says the man that you're with now is not your husband.
So he says the man. He says, hold on, and he whom thou hast, and he whom thou now hast is not thy husband. In that saidest thou truly, because she said that she has no husband. Right? In her mind, she's single. She slept with 5 different men, but to her, she's single. These are the ways of the heathens. These are the way this woman was what, from Samaria, a woman of Samaria. This woman wasn't one of our people. But you have 5 husbands, but you're saying you're single. I mean, that's the same thing these women say today. You slept with 5 men, but you're single. Maybe she was finding herself at the well. Maybe she went on a spiritual journey and going to the well to get some juice. But that's the same thing you see today. A woman who has slept with 5 men, but is claiming that she's single.
So Salakia, what I don't get is, Christ said, "Yeah, you said well, you've had 5 husbands." So is it the fact that she was doing it not right, but like I said, in a Christian way before, but then the man you're with now, he's not your husband. I know you ain't gonna stay. I know that bit. It's the bit before. It's the 5 husbands. So Christ said you've had 5 husbands. But the one you're with now, so he's not said, well, this is your 6th husband. Do you get what I'm saying? So the 5 prior, they're your husband. You've said, yeah, you've had 5. Well, why is this one said like this? Is the point what I'm trying to.
So it says that you've had 5 husbands, right? And the one who you're with now, so that would be the 5th one. The one who you're with now, which would be the last man that you sleep with. When you sleep with a man, and according to the Bible, sex is marriage. So when you sleep with a man, that's your husband. But this woman has slept with a man and then slept with another man, committed adultery on the first, had a 2nd husband, did the same thing, committed adultery on the 2nd, 3rd husband, same thing, 4th, 5th. She's now committed adultery on 4 men and has a 5th husband. And that man who she has now, the last one she slept with, even that's not her husband, because she's saying she's single and she's going to sleep with another man. That's what Christ is saying. Okay. Now, when he says, you've said well, not as in what she's doing is correct. Like she should be jumping from man to man to man.
No, I know that.
She's being honest.
Right.
She's at the, she's being honest. You slept with 5 men, and the man you with now, or the man you was with last, he ain't gonna be your husband for much longer. You're going to whore on him and sleep with another man. That's all that is.
I understand that bit as well. Again, it's the bit now you saying you said you had 5 husbands, so you're saying this, the one you with now, like you said, the one you with now, to me that's the 6th one. But then you're saying that's the 5th one. Right.
Nah, yeah, that would be the 5th one.
Okay.
So the one you now have is well, either way, whether it said you've had 5 husbands and he whom thou now hast is not thy husband. So whether he's referring to the fifth one, or she's had 5 husbands past tense, and she's dealing with a 6th one, but she's single in her mind, is saying that that one you have now is not your husband. Whether it's the 5 or 6 is really irrelevant. The point is she's a whore. But that's the point.
I know that. I wanted it. Yeah.
So you want to know whether it's 5 or 6?
I want to know the point of it. Yes. So the point to me would be, she's a hoe, right? That's 100%, right? And obviously, she's got to stop that. But the thing is, he said 5, and the one you with now. Yeah. So I want to know what yeah. I don't know.
You want to know why he's telling her to call her husband?
What? No. Why is he saying you've had 5 husbands? That's what I'm saying. And
okay.
Yeah, because I understand it to that where we're at right now anyway, which is it's not really answered the thing. Okay. Maybe I'm not processing it correctly or whatever it is, but yeah, I'm not really getting it.
No sweat. So let me get rough around our question. The first man was her husband, then she committed adultery on her husband with the other. Correct, right? So she's gone around now in her mind, even though she's sleeping with a man, she's single. So it's again the same thing, women come up with today with this whole woman's liberation movement. These are the customs of the oppressors. They go around like sleeping with however many men, but unless they have some piece of paper, according to them, they're not married and they're not doing any wrong. But this woman has had 5 husbands, and the one she's last slept with, or the one she's with now, the one who you now have, is not your husband, because you're going to whore on him, right? So the way I read this, the 5th one is the one Christ is talking about, where he's saying the one that has now, that would be the 5th man she slept with. She's going, basically prophesying. I can see the fact that you're loose. I can tell you're going to whore on him.
Yeah, no, I get that. I understand that. The last bit, again, I'm still right. I know,
well,
like you say,
be concise on the point you're confused about, because I think we're kind of going around a circle.
Yeah. So, yeah, like, was she married with the paperwork, or was it just what you just said? Did she just be having, in sex with whoever? Yeah. Anyway, well, I'll pick up or something more.
In terms of the paperwork, so she said that she has no husband. So I would, now the Bible, it don't say, from what I'm seeing, that this woman was married with paper. It doesn't say that. What it says is she's saying she's single, but Christ is telling her that she's had 5 husbands. Now Christ teaches the law, right? Christ teaches the Bible. So Christ is basically explaining to her that sex is marriage. You're not single. Sex is marriage. You've had 5 husbands, and the one you have now, I mean, good night. If you're sleeping with, just man after man after man, the one you have now is not going to be your husband. So that's the point. I can't, we can't add to the Bible and say, well, this is because she didn't have the paper, but she's saying that she's single. So in her mind, she doesn't think she's married, but she is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to work with it for now and then pick it up another time.
All right, no sweat. Are there any other questions?
Next one is Genesis. Where is it? Genesis 2 and 5. Well, it's about the breakdown on naked, right? Naked. Adam and Eve being naked, which I understand that there wasn't naked, but I just want to get the see if there's a clearer. Like last week when they brought down when Thingy was naked, is because he didn't have on his tunic. So was it like, I want to get to like the understanding of this naked, right? Because we know it wasn't 8 guys, 10 guys riding through London butt naked, right? So that's what I'm trying to get the understanding. All right.
So what verse? What verse you want? It's Genesis 19 and
So 25 and 25 first. So
is it 2 and 25?
yeah, 225. So okay, yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. So So we're reading before the Most High. Let's see. Formed every beast from the field, brought them to Adam to see what he'd called them, gave names to all the cattle, gave him Eve, which was from his bone, from his kin, right? And then 25, read that.
Okay, so 25. They were both naked, the man and his wife, and were not ashamed.
Okay, so in this instance, right? So they have the wisdom that the Most High gave them, right? The you know what I'm saying, the wisdom the Most High gave them, the truth, the breath of life is the truth that the Most High gave to Adam, right? And put him in this garden to dress it, keep the customs that the Most High wants Adam to keep, right? And he gives out of every tree of the garden you may freely eat, you know what I'm saying, of the things that I give you to eat, or the things that I do to do, you know what I'm saying, you can do those things. But of the tree of knowledge of good and evil, thou shalt not eat of it. So these things that you would learn that are outside of what I'm instructing you to do, you know what I'm saying, you shall not eat of it. From the day you eat of it, you'll surely die. These things lead to death because we know sin leads to death. Anything that's outside of the Most High's law, statutes, and commandments leads to death. It leads to a life of death. We all understand that, right?
Okay.
So when it comes to the phrase, and they were both naked, naked in this instance means that they didn't have, like all they knew was the Lord's law, statutes, and commandments. All they knew was what the Most High gave them, and they weren't exposed to, you know what I'm saying, any other sins or any other thing outside of that would, you know, give them knowledge outside of that. Like in the garden, they never would have smoked weed. But if you eat from that tree of knowledge and good and evil, and you start smoking weed, now you know what it's like to smoke weed, right? They were naked in the sense that they didn't have anything else, any other customs or culture to clothe them. They just had what the Most High gave them, right? And they were not ashamed. They weren't ashamed to only do what the Most High says, right? And then let me see, because when we get to chapter 3, so the serpent beguiles Eve, you know, gets her to do something that's outside of these rules that the Most High set, right? And then we get to bada bing, bada boom. What verse is it?
7.
3 and 7.
3 and 7, yeah.
Right? So they ate, right? They learned something that they were not supposed to learn, and now they gained knowledge of that. And verse 7, if you could read verse 7.
Verse 7. And their eyes and the eyes of them both were opened, and they knew that they were naked.
So it says the eyes of them were both opened, and they knew that they were naked.
And they sewed.
Hold on. So they knew that they were naked, meaning they knew that they had learned something outside of what God told them. They knew that, you know, at one point in time, I only knew this, and now my mind has been open to whatever. And then they covered themselves with fig leaves. And what verse we at? Hold on. With fig leaves and what else? Read the rest of that verse.
They were naked, and they sewed fig leaves together and made themselves aprons.
So now they started being like ashamed of only knowing what the Most High taught them, and they started dressing themselves in the culture of these other nations.
That's right.
They now became ashamed to have only had what the Most High gave them, right? And then when the Most High comes back and, you know, talks to Adam and said, "Hey, where are y'all?" Because you're hiding up in this, you know, in these customs and cultures of these other nations. Where is Adam and Eve that I brought up from the dust of the ground and put in this garden to tend to this garden and follow the rules that I set. Where are these people? Because all I'm seeing is some, not the Most High can't see them. All I'm seeing is somebody dressed in some fig leaves. You had what I gave you, and now you're dressed in some other custom. You're dressed in some other culture. Does that make sense?
Yes, can. Yeah. No, I understand that bit as well. I just want a refresher of it, to be honest, because like while you breaking it down now, I remember it. So yeah, and I was gonna say like Moses in Egypt, dressed in another culture, even his brethren couldn't even recognize him.
Right.
So that's what it is. Yeah.
Exactly. So they felt, they felt exposed that they had only. It's like like it's like you have a child and you set them straight rules, and you don't allow them to go outside of that. And then one day some friend with some bad influence, takes them away and teaches them this and teaches them that, and then they come home with those different characteristics, and something's different. They feel as though they've learned something, and now they're clothing themselves with something else. They felt that they were naked, but now they know so much more. Now they take some drug and their mind is open, and now they understand. And once you smoke weed, you understand everything about the world just starts to come together, and some wisdom that you somehow didn't know before. They call that weed and thoughts. That's what they call it. They call that high thoughts. Where just things just start to come together magically. Yeah, that's well, I didn't know this before. Since I started smoking that weed, now I'm awake. Now I'm whatever foolishness you lie and tell yourself, because you just it's high out of your mind. So yeah, they dressed themselves in a different culture because they felt as though they were lacking something. They felt that they were lacking this new thing they learned, so they clothed themselves in it. The same way, some brother who committed some crime in prison, and they bring him Islam. He thought his whole life all he's been missing is Islam. That's it. I could have been, I could have been this, I could have been that. I just needed Islam. That's what it was. I needed Islam to show me the way. Nah, you're just dressing yourself in another culture, and it's not going to help you. It's not going to benefit you. What you need to do is cast off those other cultures, cast off those other clothing, cast off that fool. Take off the kufi and the dress. Take it off.
Right.
Make sure you got some clothes on. Make sure you got a tunic, as we established last week. Don't be naked, but cast all that foolishness off. What the Most High gave to us is not philosophy. Is not some pagan tradition or custom that just seems so fun or whatever. What the Most High gave to us was wisdom. It was truth. Truth is plain and simple. And that's that. All right. Okay. So is there anything else? Any other questions?
It's down to 11. Down to 11.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. And they heard the voice of the Lord. It's lucky. They heard the voice of the Lord God walking in the garden in the cool of the day. And Adam and his wife hid themselves from the presence of the Lord.
So they heard the Lord walking in the garden, and Adam, so this would have been, an angel. An angel, walking in the garden, representative of the Lord, and they hid themselves from the presence of the Lord, right? They hid themselves among the trees of the garden. Now, what are the trees of the garden?
That's again the other nations.
That's the other nations. So they tried to hide themselves amongst other people who, the Most High didn't give his wisdom to. Tried to hide themselves among the Christians, among the Muslims, and become another people. All right, go ahead.
God. Trees of the garden. And the Lord God called unto Adam and said unto him, Where art thou? And he said, I heard thy voice in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked, and I hid myself.
Right. So Adam's saying, I heard your voice in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked and I hid myself. I hid myself again among the other trees, among the other nations. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hold on. With that, I pass the class over to Priest and Captain of 10,000 Karathia. Good Adam on a hand.
Shalom, Mark. You can hear me good?
Kind of the one constant.
I'm also in Christ, man. You know what I'm getting into?
Genesis 3
Genesis. Come on, go ahead.
Genesis 3 and 7. But we're up to about. It was up to about verse what 10?
Verse
was there
yeah.
specific,
Was about Adam being naked.
So I just wanted like like just going a freshener of the naked Adam and Eve being naked and so on and what the Lord covered them with skins, etc. So I just wanted a refresher.
Okay, so you know what it means? You know what it means to be naked?
Yeah, so Officer Alban just broke that down. To be naked, which means to be ashamed.
That's right, man. If I there's an old saying that just lift up your skirt, man. It means the parts that you will hide to the world, I reveal it. Adam was naked. We that part where it goes, Adam was naked and knew not.
Adam, it says verse Genesis 2 and 25, and they were both naked, the man and his wife, and were not ashamed.
What does that mean? They're both naked and was not ashamed. Imagine you got a culture. You got a culture, yeah, and then you're not ashamed.
Right.
You're not ashamed. It's your culture, and then what you don't. So what you haven't tried to feast on. You start to go, oh yeah, you're right. So you mean tell me you haven't had an abortion? That was Adam and Eve. At first, there was internet culture. There was naked. There was naked to all the other customs. They had no idea about anything else. They learned the other cultures of the other nations, and now it's yeah, I ain't tried to read actually. And what is this Christmas thing about? What is this Easter thing about? The word ashamed was imagine being naked to all other cultures. You don't know nothing. All you know is your culture, the Passover, Feast of Unleavened Bread, Day of Atonement. You know nothing else. But then you start learning the other nations, and now at this time they weren't ashamed, but now you start to feel ashamed. Yeah, I never experienced that. Yeah, I've never smoked weed. I never, and that's how Adam started to feel. After a while, he started to feel naked. When the first changed, being around his nations, learning from them, they had to change.
That was the 25, but I jumped down to 27 now. This is when they
Pause where you were. I think the lag, but nonetheless, so we're gonna Exodus 32:25. Anyone got that?
Come on. Exodus chapter 32, verse 25. And when Moses saw that the people were naked, for Aaron and his had made them naked unto their shame among their enemies. Then Moses.
There you go. So Aaron said that. So I think the lag. So Aaron made the people naked. He didn't literally have them butt naked, but he had them doing things that they shouldn't have been doing. Had them shameful amongst the other nations, man. That's the nakedness. That's the nakedness talking about. I think there's one more precept that buried me while I tried to find it. So the nakedness is talking about being naked to all other cultures, having no shame.
Slacky, what was that? Exodus what?
In which you are shamed. That was tell me where you are, Habaniga.
Come on, Exodus chapter 32, verse 25.
There's another one there, Apocrypha trying to get bear with me. Oh man, the good one in the pocket, man. The scripture goes, "The nakedness that brings shame." 1 second. Bear with me. I can't find it. Okay, I'll get it for you next time. Remind me. But the scripture that brings all this home, let you know that the nakedness, that's a good thing. That you're naked to all other cultures. Then the nakedness, which is shame. The nakedness that Adam had was that he was naked to all other cultures. And the nakedness that Aaron did to the people was exposing them, making them dirty for everybody else. But we'll get that. Keep reading. Go back to where you were, and I'll try to find it.
Exodus, Genesis. Genesis chapter 3 and 7. 3 and 7?
Go on.
Yeah, okay. And the eyes of them both were open, and they knew.
There you go. So the eyes were open. Meaning, once upon a time, they didn't know about Easter, Christmas. They had no idea, and now they know about Christmas. They know about December 25th, man. They know about threesomes and smoking weed and raveling and getting tattoos. They know now. Prior to that, they had no idea. Now they know that you brothers in the truth. You know why you brothers find it so hard to fight porn addiction? You know why why brothers got a battle nowadays? Anyone know why you got a battle today you die?
Because we exposed now.
You've been because you've been exposed to it, man. You've been exposed to it. Had you never knew what it was, you would never have to fight with it. You would never have a weed addiction. You would never have an anger demon. You never have a problem with whores, man. You never have a problem with, oh man, a girl got a man. But the problem is because you've been exposed to it. Now that's one more demon you got to fight, man. And that was Adam and Eve. Now they've been exposed to it. They know how good it feels. They know how good it tastes. They know how good it, it smells. They know how good it feels. Now it's a demon that they got to kick. Where else? Carry on.
Where is it? It says, and the eyes of both were opened, and they knew that they were naked. And they sewed fig.
Now they know, hold on, I'm different from everybody else. Hold on, I'm different. Prior to that, they had no idea. Just living their life under certain rules and commandments. Now they know that, hold on, I'm different from other nations, man. I don't eat pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster. I don't get tattoos. I don't smoke weed. Now they know. Prior to that, they had no idea, man. They had no idea. And that's going to happen to our sons, man. Our sons are going to raise them up properly, and one day they're going to go out there into the world and think, shit, I'm different, man. I can't be like everybody else, and it's rough, man. In the kingdom of heaven, everyone will be like you. It'll be normal. Keeping the Passover will be normal. But right about now, in 2026, we got to juggle both these worlds, man. Until the chariots come here, we got to juggle them both, man. You got to teach your kids not to celebrate Christmas, not to celebrate Easter, not to indulge in it, because the more you indulge in it, the more demons you got to fight. It's rough, man. But once upon a time, Adam had it good. He didn't have to go to other nations. He didn't have to learn no other nations' philosophies, man. But guess what? That peer pressure, man. His woman got in his ear. The seduction, that seducing, man. The holidays are coming. The advert album, man. The album that pulled him in. And now Adam knows what? He knows now his eyes are open. He knows how it feels now. Come on.
God. Were naked, and they where was I? And they knew that they were naked, and they sewed fig leaves together.
Read that part again.
God. And they knew that they were naked, and they sewed fig leaves together.
Right, what does that part mean? They sewed. If first and foremost, what are the trees of the garden? Scripture breakdown is an in-depth breakdown, but I know you brothers know. So for time's sake, what is the other trees of the garden?
The other nations.
The other nations. Now, what does a leaf do to a tree?
Who did this? What was it?
Covers the tree.
A leaf covers the tree. So you know an apple tree by how it's dressed. You know a banana tree by how it's dressed. A leaf covers its nation. The covering of a nation is what? It's culture. So Adam and Eve felt ashamed. And what did they do? started being like the other nations. Like that man in jail, that black man goes to jail, man. He feels low and down. And what does he do? Become a Muslim. Starts dyeing his beard red. He goes to the church. I'm gonna change my life. I'm gonna become a Christian. Adam felt filthy and disgusting. What should have Adam done?
It's Slovakia. Well, obviously not joined with the other. Come back to his. It should have come back to the culture of the Most High.
I tell brothers all the time. I tell brothers, absolutely. I tell brothers out all the time. For some reason, when brothers sin or when brothers make a mistake, what do they do, Alban? What do they usually do?
It's because it's always blame on someone else. It's because of my woman, man. It's because of this, because of that. You know, it's some excuse.
No, usually when brothers fall and get weak, what do they do? They usually say, "Oh man, I fell, man. I'm ashamed. I can't come back to the school and leave." They leave. So you're dirty, and to make it better, you're gonna get more dirty.
Right.
What you're supposed to clean yourself up, but for some reason, when our brothers are down and out, we go to Islam, we go to Christianity, we get more dirty, man. But the right thing to do would be to clean up, man. So you know, I messed up, clean up. Oh my God, I can't show my face no more, man. Well, you know what? I'm gonna be full Muslim. I'm gonna be Chinese. I'm gonna put the Chinese suit on. I'm gonna be full Chinese. That's what Adam did. Covered himself with the covering of the other nations, man. Their culture, man. What they dress themselves with. Keep going.
Okay. And made themselves aprons, right? And they heard the voice of the Lord God walking.
According to the Bible, how do you know that clothing? How do you know clothing is talking about culture?
They say according to what we're reading, or the what do you mean? According to the, you see.
According to the Bible, clothing is referring to culture. When it says Adam put on fig leaves, Christians will say, "See, Adam put on fig leaves." That's not true, man. They say, "See, he was naked and he put apron on to cover his sack." Nah, man. According to the Bible, to put on clothing means to put on a way of life. What precept have you got?
Is that? Let me see. Would that be the one you were given in Exodus, where it says
there's one?
Oh, Slovakia. Wait.
So go on.
Slovakia. Other one. They cover with a covering, but not of my spirit. They cover the covering, but not of my spirit.
That's one. That's one. Talking about Israel. We cover ourselves with a covering. We cover ourselves with Christianity. We cover ourselves with Islam. But we don't cover ourselves with what the Most High wants us to cover ourselves with. That's one. That's a good one. Another one is Isaiah 52:1. Someone get me that. Isaiah 52:1.
Okay. The book of Isaiah, chapter 52. Chapter 52, and verse 1. It says, "Awake, awake, put on thy strength, O Zion. Put on thy beautiful garments, O Jerusalem, the holy city."
There you go. When you read the book of Revelation, that garment is the commandments, man. You can find it. So the garment is the commandments. The Lord telling you to put on the commandments, man. Put on your beautiful garments, man. Put on your beautiful garment. What? Put on this law. Take off. In fact, you know what? One more. Give me 2nd Ezra 2:45. 2nd Ezra 2:45 to show you that what to put on something is not literal. The same men that wrote this Bible are the same men that speak slang today. The same men that say, "Yo, this part is dead, man. Yo, that girl's fire, man." And black people read the Bible from white people's eyes now, man. The prophets of God are black. The same people that speak slang today are the same people that spoke slang 3,000 years ago. And that's how the Bible is written. Someone get me that.
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 2 and verse 45. Okay. 2nd Ezra 2 and 45. He answered and said unto me, "These be they that have put off the mortal clothing and put on the immortal, and have confessed the
Look at
name
that,
of
man.
God.
So Ezra's seen a vision. So Ezra's seen a vision here, and he saw a multitude of men that no one could number, the 144,000. And he said to the angel, "Who is this?" And the angel said, "These are they that took off the mortal clothing and put on the immortal clothing." Someone break that down for me.
If I could, sir. So they've taken off the mortal clothing. The mortal clothing is the ways that we have covered ourselves, the ways that we have dressed ourselves that lead to death. Like it's those things that we do, the way we operate that's leading to death. And we've put on the immortal clothing. We've put on now the customs and the things that are going to lead to life, and a life of everlasting life, meaning generation after generation we prosper and we live in good because we're not, selling drugs, we're not becoming strung out, we're not 304s, we're not, all the things that plague us today.
Absolutely. So these are the brothers that took off the things that make you die, took off the whores that can give you AIDS, they took off the weed that can give you cancer, they took off the gangbanging that can land you in jail, and they put on the immortal clothing, they put on the things that make you live. They put on the things that make you live. They don't eat pork, therefore they don't get high blood pressure. They don't have sex hormones, therefore they ain't getting AIDS and gonorrhea and clap. They're not in gangs, man. They're not abusing people. They won't go to jail. Why? Because we're not unaliving people. We're not killing people for no reason. We ain't selling drugs. We took off the things that make us die, and we put on the things that make us live, man. And what did the Bible say about the gift? What is it? The wage of sin is what? Is death. The wage of sin is death. Sin and death are synonymous. These are the brothers that took off sin. And what's the gift of God? Eternal life. They put on the Most High, which gives them life. That's what you're looking at when you see brothers in the ISUPK, man. Brothers that took off sin and put on life. When the Bible talks about clothes, when the Bible talks about he saw a woman with 12 stars, clothes with the sun and the moon, it's not literal. It means how they conduct themselves, how they live. When you come in the ISUPK, you take off death, man. You take it off. You take off the things. You used to be clothed in death. You used to be clothed in gangbanging, abortion, pimping, robbing, selling weed, shotting weed. And now you clothe yourself in what? Keeping the commandments, man. That's what it means to clothe yourself. Adam clothes himself in the culture of the other nations. When you look at a nation, you can tell that's Chinese. Why? Because they're wearing the gi. They shave their head. They got ducks like a monk. You can tell them that's their culture, man. You can tell an apple tree why? Because how it looks, got apples on there. The leaves are a certain color. And Adam took the leaf of a tree and dressed himself. He dressed himself like another tree. He took another nation's covering and put it up on himself. And now he looks like a Muslim. Now he's a Christian. Now he's, doing what they do. Now he's a Rasta man, looking like an East Indian. East Indian man created Rastafarianism, man. That's what we do as black people. What you read in the Bible is our life, man. Is our life. Everything you read in the Bible, you can see it on blacks, Hispanics, even how we live, man. We take other people's culture and put it upon ourselves. If you're a black man and you're a Muslim, that is a next man's culture. In fact, what religion is for black people? Anyone's in the comment, let me know. There's no religion on planet Earth that is for black people. All these fake gods, other nations made them up. Christianity is the white man's religion. Islam is the Arab man's religion. Buddhism is the Chinese man's religion. Rastafarianism is the East Indian man's religion, man. So black Kwanzaa is the African man's religion. There is no black God but this Bible right here, man. And guess what? All these religions, you find black people in all of them. In all of them. Why? Because we're doing what our great-great-grandfather did, man. Dressing ourselves in the costume of the other nations. And we did it over and over and over in the Bible, man. Anything else on that? I don't spend too much time on it, Salakia.
It's down to 11. So.
Where we at right now?
8. I think we're done 8. We're done 8. I believe we're done 8. Cool of the day. Oh, that's where it was in. Was in it. Yeah. And they heard the voice of the Lord walking in the garden in the cool of the day. And Adam and his wife hid themselves from the presence of the Lord.
And Adam hid himself, man. Hid himself like everyone that needs the truth, man. You see them one day, they're all embarrassed. Adam was embarrassed, man. He hid himself. Why? How did Adam hide himself? You can't hide from the Lord. Meaning what? Adam was dressed like an Egyptian, man. Just like a Muslim, man. hid himself, didn't want to be what God called him to be. Come on.
It's like I was gonna say a bit like Jonah when he ran away, innit? He didn't dress himself, but it's a bit like that.
Absolutely, man.
Says hid himself in the presence of the Lord God among the trees of the garden.
And don't that sound familiar? Don't that sound familiar? What they said, all part the Bible, Israel's what? Hidden among the nations, among the heathen. Adam did the exact same thing, man. But in this chapter, it's called what? Among the trees of the garden. The Bible says the same thing over and over again, man. The Bible got a flow to it. Adam hid himself amongst what? The trees of the garden. Israel, us, hid ourselves amongst who? The other nation, the heathen, man, the beasts of the field. Adam did the exact same thing, man. Took on their culture, wanted to be just like them. Come on.
And the Lord, and the Lord God called Adam and said unto him, where art thou? And he said, Here, I heard thy voice in the garden, and I was afraid, and because I was naked.
The Lord said, where art thou, man? I mean, where are you? Does that mean the Lord can't find Adam? It doesn't say I can't find him. It means like, who is this guy? Who is he, man? Like, Adam, where are you? Like, who are you right now? I don't know who you are right now. This is the culture I gave you. Adam said, I was ashamed, man. You know what most brothers say? The shame, so he went straight. He thought, we think like, oh man, I let my people down. So you know what? I'm just gonna just do worse, man. You know what? I'm ashamed. I'm in jail, so I'm gonna become Muslim. That's the route Adam took, man. And the Lord gave Adam his culture back. When he said he gave him skins, he gave him his culture back and kicked out the garden. For time's sake, we get the precepts another time. Let you know what the trees are the other nations, the beasts of the field are the other nations. All throughout the Bible, we can prove it. Ain't no sweat. We got Faith Israelite online talking about numbers, man. Like the ISUPK has ever been concerned with numbers, man. If you haven't been done about numbers, the Christian church got numbers in which you can't believe, man. The Muslim mosque got numbers in which you can't believe. Any man talking about to the UPK people, you're lacking numbers. You just don't understand the Bible, man. And that's why you're over there and I'm over here, man. Last time I checked, Christ had 12 men, not 12,000 men. 12. Right. What Bible are you reading, man? What Bible are you reading? That's what I checked. The scribes and Pharisees outnumbered Christ. When the scribes and Pharisees came for Christ, was it a stand-up for Albert? Was it an all-out war? Was it a riot? That's what I checked. The scribes and Pharisees came against Christ and 11 men.
Right.
To the point that his men ran. If Christ had the equal amount of Pharisees, it would have been a standoff, man. It would have been a big riot, a big ambush. There was so much Pharisees in comparison to Christ's men. His men dipped, man. I don't know what Bible you're reading, man. Talking about faith Israelite people. So listen, people said that to Christ. What you're saying, they said exactly that to Christ, man. Right. Read it in the book of Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. They say, who is this man? Meaning, who is he? This nigga from the ends. Yo, I'm Mr. Pharisee, 101, got with the long garment, man. Who's this nigga from the ends, man? Said the exact same thing, man. His numbers ain't strong like ours. Look at that one bit album. It goes, why listen ye him? So why listen ye him? That's the exact same words they use, man. You're worried about, they have hundreds of thousands of followers. Listen, so does the Christian church, man. Right. Okay, now so does Nigel Farage, man. Come on, that's what you're coming with, man. Behave yourself, man. And that shows how much of a coward you are, man. You're a coward, man. You look at numbers for your strength. You can't be in a school unless there's loads of people, unless it's backative, unless you got all heap of backative. Now you feel safe. You're not the men in the Bible, man. The men in the Bible outnumbered and took out armies, man. A man like that, I can't have around me, man. Too carnal for me, man. These brothers here, these one West soldiers, man, who stood at me in camp, man. We was fighting Palestinians, man. Fighting racists and all type. Oh, come on, man. Okay, you remember that time when them East Indians was waving the crutch around in town? Remember? A nice hot day.
I'm still up here, so I can't remember.
He was there, man. He was there. For a fact, he was there, man. He was waving the crutch. And what's his name? Caught around the crutch from the guy, man.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I roll with, man.
Yeah, you can't.
That's I roll with. This man will run. Oh, shit. It's not 100 minutes to run, man. That's fine, man. Stay over there, man. The statement you made proves why I don't want you here, man. I don't want you here. Stay over there, man. I'll stay here with these warriors, man. Numbers don't mean nothing. Right, but this man would have been at camp with us. Oh my God, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh shit, let's run. You need 100. These brothers said, "Fuck that. I don't care if it's one.
Right.
I'm gonna die for the truth, man. That's the man. That's the man I'm gonna need around me, man. So luck, yeah. Who got that in the Bible? Why hearest thou him?
Okay. It's in hold on. He said, "Why hearest thou him?" Let me see.
No sweat, no sweat. I'm probably misquoting it wrong. But Alban, get that precept about nakedness real quick. Then we move on. Move to a whole new subject.
Come on. The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 4 and verse 21. For there is a shame that bringeth sin, and there is a shame which is
there's
glory.
a shame that will make you sin. Wait, there's a shame, the nakedness that will make you sin. That's the nakedness Adam had. Oh shit, I effed up. You know what? Might as well be Christian. Oh man, that's the shame that the Israelites had. Oh, make the golden calf. Oh, you know what? Forget it, man. We sinned already, man. We might as well continue. The shame, the nakedness that will make you sin. Come on.
And there is a shame which is glory and grace.
There's a shame, then there's a nakedness that is glorious. That is a shame that Adam had. Adam had a nakedness that was glorious. He didn't know about nothing else, was naked to everything else, had no idea. That's the glorious one. So there's two types of shame in the Bible. The one that Aaron gave the people, which is sinful, and one that is glorious, man, which Adam initially had. Right, drop that. Nakapai, that question.
It says, Shalom, sir, with John chapter 5 and verse 2 to 4. Does this still happen now in Jerusalem? John 5. Somebody get that for me. John 5 and verse 2.
John 5.
Does this still happen in Jerusalem? Let's see.
Well, 5 and 2.
Come on, 5 and verse 2.
Go on.
Come on. John chapter 5 verse 2. Now there is at Jerusalem by the sheep market a pool, which is called in the Hebrew tongue Bethesda. Bethesda, right. Having 5 porches. In these lay a great multitude.
Right, so in Jerusalem.
Captain Frozen or
so like I'm the lag, you know. Let me just refresh my thing a second. Rabbi, give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna refresh and come back. Oh.
Come on. Let's see. Okay. All right, if you could read that verse again, Bob, sure.
Verse 2. Matthew's, it's like a John chapter 5, verse 2. Now there is at Jerusalem by the sheep market a pool, which is called in the Hebrew tongue Bethesda, having 5 porches.
Okay, so in Jerusalem, there's some pool by a sheep market, all right, a pool which in the Hebrew tongue is called Bethesda. I can get what that means in the Hebrew later on, but this pool has 5 porches. All right, so it's essentially a large pool, right? Read on.
Good. In these lay a great multitude of impotent folk.
In these lay a great multitude of what?
Impotent folk.
Impotent folk. Go ahead.
Folk of blind, halt, withered, waiting for the moving of the water.
So in this pool is a multitude of impotent folk. Now, impotent is like an old English word for people with erectile dysfunction. You got ED, as they call it today, of blind, halt, withered, people with all sorts of illnesses and ailments in this pool, right? People who are impotent, who are blind, halt, which would probably just be, they can't move. Right, the halt means to stop. Let me look up this word in Old English. Old, that's like the illness. Let me see, halt, illness. All right, it says it referred to someone who walked unsteadily, was lame or limped. Right, so basically someone who's crippled, someone who's limping, someone who's can't go as a regular person. You have people who are withered, they wasting away, and they're waiting for the moving of the water. Go ahead.
Gone. For an angel went down at a certain season into the pool and troubled the water.
All right, so there was an angel that went down at a certain time, a certain season into the pool and troubled the water, and then read on.
Okay. Whosoever then first, after the troubling of the water, stepped in, was made whole of whatsoever disease he had.
So this would be like a miracle, right? A miracle where, an angel would go down and trouble the water, and whoever walks into the pool, right? Whoever steps into the pool first was made whole of whatever disease they had. Right? Go ahead.
And
I think it was from 2 to 4, right? So that's it's a pool that an angel would come down, trouble the water. You know what I'm saying? It would be a miracle that whoever would walk into the pool was made whole of whatever disease. Now there was Christ went to that pool and saw a man who couldn't make it, who stood still, who'd been there a long time. You know what I'm saying? And whenever the water would get troubled, people would run over him and step over him to get to the pool to get healed. As you can imagine, people, selfish. People who are selfish and they want to get healed. Like we understand it. You want to get healed of whatever illness you have, but stepping over your brother in order to get that blessing, stepping over your own people in order to get that blessing, that is the selfishness that we have today. Like that is the selfishness that our oppressors taught us. That's that level of selfishness. We as a people should care for one another. We of course, you're about self-preservation. Of course, you're about, making sure, you with the Most High, but you shouldn't be stepping over your own people to do so. Now, in terms of the sister's question, she asked does this happen now in Jerusalem? I mean, I haven't seen no reports of this, of a pool where oppressors are going down into to get healed. I haven't seen that. So as to where it happens today in Jerusalem, no, this doesn't happen today in Jerusalem. You know what I'm saying? There's no.
So can you hear me better now?
Can't, sir.
Hopefully it's much better now. Yeah, so I heard what you're saying. So in regards to the sister's question, she asked does that pool still kill people now?
That's what she asked, Connor.
Okay, this is the thing. Nah. How do we know?
It doesn't.
How do we know? As black people, they got us living in the ends, in the ghettos, man. One thing about the white people, the white man likes to keep everything to himself. There's a reason why he wants Jerusalem. There's a reason why he lives there. We don't live there. There's a reason why when we was in Jamaica and we wanted to come to England, he was sending news back to Jamaica saying that, there's no jobs over there. It's all false. It ain't true. No jobs over there. It's fake, man. Because he didn't want you to get it. So for all we know, probably is. It probably is good over there, and we don't even know, man. It could. I don't know. I ain't been there. You know what I mean? But For all we know, it probably is. That's the reason why he's in our land. Meanwhile, we're fighting over the ends, man. Meanwhile, we're fighting over postcodes, man. When our land got history of pools that can heal the blind, pools that can heal sick people, and the white man got us fighting over a postcode. White man got us fighting over a block or an ends of a corner, man, or a street, man, we don't even own. Meanwhile, our land got water that can heal a man from blindness, heal a man from being deaf, heal a man from syphilis, man. And you know what the white man did? The white man said, I want this. I'm gonna take this for myself. I'm gonna call myself towards you. You have the niggas fighting over top stuff and must side and long side, man. You have the niggas complaining about light skin and dark skin, man. I'm gonna be over here, man. I'm gonna be over here getting all these good properties, man. Let me tell you something. The land of Israel is fertile, man. That's why they want it so much. That's why they're fighting over it. That's why they got something called the Iron Dome. That's why they're bombing and going back and forth. They got nuclear weapons to protect it, man. Meanwhile, black man, they want you to stay far away as possible. Why? Because this land is known for having stuff like this. It's known for being fertile and being rich and being nice. And they want you just fighting, man, over jungle and Rima, man. Aston and Handsworth, man. Brixton and Tottenham or Peckham, whatever the case may be, man. Who even knows? Oh, we ain't been there. The white man is the guy that runs things right about now. He's the explorer. He's the one that knows how the digestive system works. He knows about all archaeology. He knows about everything, man. For all we know, it's there. For all we know, he's using it, man. And this should piss you off so much, black man, that you come back to the Lord so you can get some of this. The man robbing what you have, man, and put you in the apartments with the pissy elevator, man. Put you in the apartment with the roaches and the rats and the mice, man. Meanwhile, he's living in your land, black man. This belongs to you, man. This belongs to you. Where would you read it? Sorry.
It was 2 and 4.
Keep going.
2 to 4. We finished it, didn't we? I think we finished it. Yeah. We
keep going.
Read it again, then. So read it again.
Keep going.
Okay. Now there is at Jerusalem by the sheep market a pool, which is called in the Hebrew tongue Bethesda, having 5 porches. In these lay a great multitude of impotent folk, of blind, halt, withered, waiting for the moving of the water.
Look at that, man. There was brothers back then. That was waiting by the water, man. Brothers back then that was blind, halt, couldn't see, couldn't hear, just waiting by the water, man. And that's how the white man rolls. We don't roll like that, man. In Israel, we went to look after the fatherless, look after the blind, look after the sick, man. The white man's the one that leaves his sick. He's the one that leaves his veterans begging on the street corners, man. He's the one that leaves his veterans begging for food, man. He's the one that leaves them homeless, man. The Bible says we're supposed to look after ours, man. And our people so selfish. Our people under the Romans and lost our way. And we had brothers that were sick in our nations just laying there, man. No one was even helping them, man. When the scribes and Pharisees were so obsessed with Christ's movement and so obsessed with Christ's 12 men, they wasn't doing their job, man. How is all these people just laying there? Just laying there, man, but it's your job to look after them. Come on.
Come on. Porch. In these lay a great multitude of impotent, read that already, folk waiting for the moving of the water. For an angel went down at a certain season into the pool and troubled the water. Whoever...
Right, certain angel, an angel will go down to the pool and trouble the water, man, do something to the water, man. And if anyone that jumps in the water will be healed from any sickness, you know what I mean, any infirmity, will be healed from it, man. Come on.
God. Whoever then first, after the troubling of the water, stepped in, was made whole of whatsoever disease he had.
And any man that jumps in that water first will be made whole. Meaning you're blind, you jump in, boom, you ain't blind no more. You're deaf, you jump in there, you're not deaf no more. If you're paraplegic, you jump in there, you can walk again. That's what we had in our land. Let me tell you something, black man, your story is the greatest story ever told on the face of the earth. You don't even know it, man.
That's right.
But you're thinking, you think that your story is boys in the hood. You think that your story is Top Boy. You know what your story is, black man? Your story is Samson, man. Your story is Solomon. Your story is Jesus Christ. You don't even know it, man. All these movies that they make is made of you. They get the inspiration from you. You don't even know it, black man. Terminator is made about black people, man. About John Connor, JC, Jesus Christ. That one man that's going to save the world from doom, man. Yeah, that's your history. Superman is named after, inspired after strong brothers like Samson, man, that can take down a whole army. You know what I mean? All these superheroes is made after black people. Lion King, man. Lion King's talking about you, about his lion that's lost his way, man. The lion's supposed to be eating meat. He's eating insects and stuff, man. That's you eating. That's you eating pork today. And the whole kingdom is dark. That's you today, man. This whole kingdom is dark. White is under the white man. And when you come back in your rightful place, it's gonna be light again, man. That's your story, black man. You don't even know it. You think your story is top boy. The greatest story ever told on the face of the earth is your story. These are the things we had in our land, man. A pool that will heal people. And they're in your land today getting all these benefits, man. Come on.
So lucky. Right. Disease. Verse 5. And a certain man was there which had an infirmity 38 years. And when
a man was there for 38 years, man. A brother was there for 38 years, man. And that's the scribes and the Pharisees. That's the Christian church. The scribes and the Pharisees were the leaders of black people. The people who you went to when you wanted to know about God. The people you went to when you wanted some advice. The people you went to when you needed help, man. Meanwhile, you got a brother there for 38 years, right there, man. Sick. No one ain't helping him. And that's the Christian church today. The Christian church is the people that black people go to for answers, that black people go to for money, that black people go to for guidance, and they don't help black people none whatsoever, man. This man was here for 30-something years. Guess what? You was in the church for 30-something years, man. What helped you? What did you learn? What did you listen? Every time I watch this Captain Zark have a battle, my head be spinning to Zarpa, man. Spinning. I'm in the ISUPK learning about, how black people can be brothers and learning to treat brothers good and apply it to my life. And I see Christians in the church for 30 years learning what nonsense, man. Learning about dying and going to heaven, learning about banging a tambourine, man. Learning that this is crazy. The Christian church teach that God is Jesus, but it is one God. That just drives me crazy. I can't even get my mind around it. And then they fight it. They fight it. No. They try to break it down for example. No, because he's one. But I'm like, listen, man. I'm going crazy. I can't do it. This is my autism go crazy. I can't do it, man. He's telling me, listen, I'm gonna try one more time, yeah. The man took the captain of the line, yeah, he said, listen, is the brothers in your camp that you're over? I said, yeah. He goes, well, even though you're over them, you're both human, innit? Yeah. But me and that brother that I'm over, we're two separate people. So they're saying, well, God the Father is over Jesus, but in the one. Listen, I can't do it, man. I can't do it. God is over Jesus. That's two people. One is over one. Listen, I'm not doing it. I can't. So like, Karen, move on because I can't do it, man. I can't do it. And that's who we go to for answers. So man, that can't count. That's who we go to for answers. I can't do it, man. You better come to ISUPK and learn, man. Learn the Christian church is nonsense. Nonsense, man. It's ridiculous. You ain't learning nothing in that Christian church, man. Nothing. Christian church is a spell. It's witchcraft, man. It's witchcraft. All you gotta do is history. If you don't even believe in the Bible, all you gotta do is history, man. Find out how black people became Christian and it'll blow your mind. Good old Christians ripped open black women, man. Good old Christians forced black men to cut cane and pick cotton, man. That's all I need. Don't tell me about how good Christ is. That's all I need, man. Some history. Keep it in.
Good. And a certain man was there, which had an infirmity 38 years. When Jesus saw him lie, and knew that he had been now a long time in that case, he said unto him, wilt thou be whole? Wilt thou be made whole?
Right. So Christ for this man. Christ for this man that the scribes and Pharisees know so much, man. We talk about how the ISUPK is so wicked and we're so horrible and we're racist and we're a cult, man. What black man are you helping, man? Who are you helping, man? Why ain't you solve black on black crime? We get brothers out of gangs, man. We got a prison program where we help brothers in jail. Why ain't you doing that, man? You know so much. This brother was laid down for 30-something years and no one gave a damn about him, man. No one gave a damn about it, man. Christ said, listen, do you want to be made whole? They asked him, do you want to be made well again? Whole means they got a whole slice of cake. Like, you got half, it means it's broken. It's not in its full functioning. It's not working fully. And Christ said, I can make you whole again. I can make you full again. I can make you well again, man. Come on.
God. The impotent man answered him, Sir, I have no man when the water is troubled to put me into the pool.
And this man said, listen, I got no man. When the water's troubled, I got no man to put me in the pool, man. When the angel troubles the water, there's no one that can help me and put me in the pool, man. And that's how we was living back then. The same way we're living today. And you know what? Black people blame each other. They say, oh, black people, this, so that's why you can't trust black people. That's why let me tell you something, man. Black people are the way we are because we learn it from white people. Black people have become selfish because we learn it from white people. We are not crabs in a barrel, man. We're not crabs in a bucket. We've become this way thanks to Christianity. Christianity has told you to be selfish. That's how we become. Them same scribes and Pharisees, they passed that Christianity. That's taught us to become selfish, man. And that's how we was living back then. This man was around for 30-something years and no one thought to help him. Everyone thought, yo, I gotta get mine. I gotta do my thing, I can't help nobody else, man. I gotta help myself, man. And that's Christianity. Christianity, everything we learn today, black people, we blame each other for the crime. We blame each other for being down. But you know who's really to blame? The white man's to blame, man.
That's right.
They say, oh, black men are gangsters, man. Black men are Who did we learn gangsters from, man? We learned from white people. The drive-by. Who was doing the drive-by before black people? Who was the mafia? Who was sticking a Tommy gun out of the window, man, in the 1930s car, man? It wasn't black people.
Right.
That's what I said. Who was selling drugs before? What's the whole opium war about, man, in China, man? England sold drugs to China on an international scale, man, before black people ever touched a bag of weed. We learn these ways. We learn these ways from you, following your gods, man. So, like, carry on.
Okay. Cool. But while I'm coming, another steps down before me. Jesus said unto him, Rise, take up thy bed and walk.
There you go. And this man said, listen, every time I go, someone says, move it away, man. And takes my blessing in Christ. So don't worry about it, man. And Christ healed him. And that's how it is in the ISUPK, man. The pastor don't want to do it. You know what? We'll do it, man. And let me tell you something. Christ healed this man. Christ healed this man. And guess what the pastor said? Guess what your scribes and Pharisees did? They found fault with it, man. They had a problem with it, man. No one had a problem with this black man on the corner. I tell people all the time, whenever I speak about black people, oh, you're racist, man. But no one had a problem with black people and drugs.
Right.
I didn't hear your big mouth when black woman was whores. And now I'm telling black men to love himself and not be whores and not abort your babies. Now we're racist and we're a cult and I'm calling the police and I gotta stop you and da. But when we was killing each other, no one had nothing to say, man. And the same thing back then. When this man was lying on the ground for 30-something years, no one had nothing to say, man. Now Christ heals them. No one else. So you know what? It's a good worker then, you know. You know, I'm good on you, man. Thanks for that, man. They got all bad things to say. Oh, you're wicked, man. Oh, you're doing obia, man. You're doing witchcraft. How about the good deed that the man done? And that's just our people, man. Thanks to the white man, we become Christian and selfish, and all we can do is think about the bad. Any questions?
Sir. I wanted to know: is it unlawful to vote, or is it just kind of useless because it doesn't affect us? Like, if it doesn't benefit us.
It's unlawful. The brother said, is it unlawful to vote? The answer is yes. It's unlawful to vote. Someone get me the precept, Baba Kishar. Deuteronomy 17 and 15. It is unlawful.
Come on, the book of Deuteronomy chapter 17, verse 15. Thou shalt in any wise set Thou shalt in any wise set him king over thee, whom the Lord thy God shall choose.
Right. So this is the criteria if you want to choose a leader, if you want to choose a king, aka what's that called today? Voting, man. You want to choose a king, you want to choose a man to lead your path. That's called voting. You think, yo, you know what? I've been listening to Nigel Farage, man, and I like his constituency, man. I like his policies. You know what? I'm gonna choose him to rule over me. I like his policies. I like how he's gonna lead this country, how he's gonna lead me. You are choosing a king. You are choosing a leader. A king is a leader, and the Lord's giving you the criteria on how to choose a king, how to choose a leader. Come on.
One from among thy brethren shalt thou set king. One from among thy brethren.
And that's the first commandment, man. The first thing to do when you're choosing a king is to choose one from among your brethren, man. Let me tell you something. Nigel Farage ain't my brother, man. That's some eye checks. Apparently, Nigel Farage in school dissing niggas, man. They pulled some of his he got some of his old classmates, man. And apparently, he say, yeah, Africa's that way. Nigel Farage is so racist. He don't even like his own white people. He don't even like Jewish and Irish people, man. The Bible goes, you want to choose a leader over you. First and foremost, he must be one from among your brethren, man.
Right.
It so happens Jesus Christ is one from among our brethren. That's the man I'm voting for. If Christ is on the bill, I'm not voting, man. Keep going.
Thou shalt set, so one from among thy brethren, thou shalt set king over thee.
And that's the man that said, over you, one from among your brethren. Nigel Farage is not from our brethren. Who else? Okay, what's that one? Theresa May. What's that one? David Cameron, Tony Blair, Keir Starmer. They're not from among our brethren. And then this is how you know the scribes and Pharisees didn't follow the law. Because what did the scribes and Pharisees say? They said, kill Christ, man. They said, kill him. We have no king but Caesar, man. These men that claim to follow the law so much in the king, we follow the law, man, in Christ. You're breaking the law. They don't follow the law themselves. This is the book of Deuteronomy. In the law, the book of the law, and the book of the law says your king needs to be one from among your brethren, or Caesar ain't black.
Right.
And let me tell you something. Let's put the Bible aside, man. Let's put the Bible aside. Why would you want to even vote for England, man? Why would you want to even vote for England? When you do the history, a lot of people think that Tory is racist, but Labour's cool, man. In the 60s, both of them were racist, man.
That's right.
Both of them hate black people. Our problem is black people think that we can change. What do black people say? What do they say about Alban? We can do what? Change it from the inside out. I'm going to change the system from the inside out, man. See, I'm going to go into politics and change it from the inside out. That is ridiculous. You cannot change it from the inside out, man.
Right.
That's like a vegan saying, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to work at McDonald's here. I'm going to change it from the inside out. Nigga, McDonald's makes money of selling beef burgers, man. That's what they do. From the inside out, there won't be no McDonald's. That's like a woman here who respects herself, saying, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go to the strip club. I'm going to teach all the women in there to respect themselves. Then there will be no strip club. The strip club gets paid because women degrade themselves. They will sack you. And if you're a black man trying to change from the inside out, they're going to sack you, man. They're going to get rid of you. Right. Why? The system is funded on keeping black men down. The system is funded by locking black men up. If you make black men not sell drugs and love themselves, then how would judges get paid, man? How would solicitors get paid? How would prison wardens get paid, man? All these people need to pay a mortgage. You are a fool if you think you can change it inside out. You can't, man. You can't, man. There will be no strip club if a woman went in there. You know what? I'm gonna change it from the inside out, man. Then there will be no woman stripping, man. There will be no woman sliding down the pole. Therefore, there will be no punters. Therefore, there will be no strip club, man. And if black people learn to love themselves, and if black people learn to, love themselves and identify themselves with the Bible, then there will be no England, man. Please get paid for stopping and frisking you, man. Please get paid for beating you up, man. The government get paid for child support, and black people, we keep child support open, man. We keep prisons open, man. We keep judges in a job, man. When you start drugs, black man, you keep police in a job. You know who else you keep in a job as well? Drug workers, psychiatrists. You're going to reason why morphine. You're going to reason why morphine is in production. So you start selling drugs. These factories wouldn't make morphine no more, man. Pharmaceutical companies wouldn't get paid, man. All these companies get paid, black man. Why? Because you disobey God. And they got to keep you disobeying God, man. God forbid you come back to the Bible and find out, hold on, Christ is black. I'm going to love myself. I ain't selling drugs to another black man. In fact, I ain't selling drugs not at all, man. This system will crumble and they can't have that. You can't change it from the inside out, man. It's another thing that our people think it's not true. Any more questions? Yeah, sorry, that's your question about the guy.
Go on, sir. I got another question too.
Go ahead.
Can I get a breakdown on 1 John 1 verse 8?
1 John 1 and 8, yeah?
Come on.
Let me know when you're there.
Come on. 1 John chapter 1 verse 8. If we say that we have no sin, we deceive ourselves, and the truth is not in us.
Okay, so what's the breakdown you want on
that? Is this before the truth? Like before you have the truth, you can't see.
There you go. So Christians will make her like, see, we all sin. We all sin. That's a coward's way, man. You meant to come in the ISUPK and sin no more. Paul is talking about brothers that sinned in the past, man. And any man talking about, see, the whole argument when you read the New Testament is a beef against what? The brothers born in the truth and brothers coming back to the Lord. The brothers in the truth was like, listen, man, them man are Greeks, man. Them man were circumcised on the 8th day. Them man ain't kept all the Passovers, man. And Paul saying, listen, but you sin too, man. You're the same people that crucified Christ. You know, these brothers made mistakes, but they want to come back. You're talking about, you're acting like you're perfect. You've sinned also. That's the point he's making. But Christians take this and make it like, see, we all sin. Why even have a standard? Because we all make mistakes. Therefore, I'm have sex with Paul, I'm have sex with this man's woman because we're all fall short. That's not what Paul's saying, man. That Paul's mission was to get brothers not to sin. The point Paul's making that we all messed up in the past. Now let's fix up. Don't go onto this brother because he was born in the truth, because he got a Greek name like Timothy or Titus or Apollos. Come to the Lord now, man. You saying brothers crucified Christ, killed your brother, man, told lies upon him. You made mistakes too. That's the point Paul's getting at. Give me 1 second. Let me get it to you. Just give me a couple verses above. Just get the context.
Come on, verse 5. Then this is the message which we have heard of him, and declare unto you that Yahushua is light, and in him is no darkness at all.
Bro, when you follow Yahushua, you're in light. When you're in the world, you're in darkness. The Bible uses those analogies. Why? Because darkness, you can't see where you're going. For brothers in Rastafarianism is in darkness. For brothers in Islam is in darkness. For brothers in Christianity is in darkness. Meaning what? He don't know where he's going. He can't see where he's going. He don't know what God requires from him. He don't know what to eat, what not to eat. He don't know that he can't celebrate Christmas. He don't know he can't celebrate Easter. When you follow Yahushua, you're in light, man. Like a man with a fully lit, you know what to follow, what not to follow, who to worship, what not to worship. You know that you can't have sex with a man's woman. You know that you can't celebrate Easter. You're in light when you're in Yahushua. Come on.
If we say that we have fellowship with him and walk in darkness, we lie.
There you go.
Do not.
Wait. It don't sound like Paul. Right now, it don't sound like Paul is sin. Paul is saying, we all sin sometimes. Paul is saying, listen, if you roll with Christ, you can't be in darkness. Paul is against sinning here, man. Christians make Paul is for sin. He's for it. You know, we all make mistakes. Paul saying, no. I don't want no one falling in darkness. Any man in darkness talking about I'm in the truth. You're a liar, man. You can't be in this truth having sex with whores, man. You can't be sitting in this seat, man, having sex with prostitutes. You can't do it, man. Paul said, any man doing it is a liar. Paul is against sin right here, man. So in verse 5, why is Paul saying that we all fall short of the glory of God? He's talking about your past, man. Paul is against sin right here. Read that again.
If we say that we fellowship with him and walk in darkness, we lie.
And there you go. Not. If we say that we fellowship with Christ, we say we're friends of Christ, I'm with Yahushua, I'm in the truth, I'm down with the truth, man. If I'm smoking weed, you are a liar, man. You are a liar. Paul is against sin. Sin in the Bible is not about, we all fall short. No one's perfect. That is Christianity. Why? Because Christianity breeds and makes homosexuals. It makes whores, man. That's why every whore is a Christian. That's why every drug dealer is a Christian. Why? Because no one's perfect. That's how drugs go. God knows my heart. See, I was born this way. See, I'm working on myself, man. That's not the spirit of the Bible. The spirit of the Bible is to fight your demons, man. To fight sin, man. Paul was not for sinning. Come on.
And do not the truth.
Are you not in the truth? You know not the truth. You're not in the truth. I don't care how much you know the breakdowns. You are not in the truth, man. Did anyone know a precept of a brother that thought he was in the truth and he wasn't in the truth?
That John.
John's one.
Oh, man. King Saul thought he was in the truth. Why would King Saul think he's in the truth?
What? So like, why would he? Because he was anointed, I would say.
He was king. In his mind, is I'm king. So the Lord must be on my side. We know. We read the Bible. We can see the Lord went with him. The Lord was with David. He's like, I'm king. So you're thinking I'm still in school. So alive. Must be in the truth. You're not, man. You're not, man. You're in the truth when you fix up, man. You fight, man. You pick yourself up, man. Come on.
Khan of the one Khan. But if we walk in the light as he is in the light, we have fellowship with one another.
There you go. If we walk in the light, I'll use that light. Yahweh Shai, man. Christ, man. Walk in that light. We have fellowship one with another, man. Come on.
Khan one Khan. And the blood of Yahushai, his son, cleanseth us from all sin.
There you go. Again, poetic talk. You don't mean you wash yourself in his blood. It means the fact that he died. If you change your life, then Christ died for you, man. Like if you still want to smoke weed and be Christ died for you. Christ died for you that want to change your life. Any man that wants to change his life and say, Lord, I don't want to sin no more, man. God's like, well, I don't give a damn. You know, you commit a crime, you deserve to die. Like, for instance, if you got speeding tickets, can you say to the judge, yeah, I don't speed no more, man? I don't give a damn. Someone got paid them tickets. Christ paid them tickets. Christ paid them. Jesus Christ paid them tickets. A man that didn't speed, so you know what? I'll pay it for him, man. I'll go jail for him, man. I'll pay the fine for him, man. Any man that says, you know what? I don't want to sin no more. I'm not celebrating Christmas no more. That man still deserves to die. That man still celebrated Christmas. He worship other gods. And according to the Bible, if you serve other gods, you must die. Christ said, you know what? I'll die for him instead. Any man walks in light, then he's washed, he's clean with the fact that Christ died for him. Christ died for brothers like that, brothers that changed their life. Everyone Christians talking about, yeah, man, because I'm washed in the blood of Jesus. But you're eating a pork sandwich. Christ died for a man like you, man. He said, if any man walks in light, then that man is washed with the blood of Christ. And if Christ died for a man that changed his life, man. Christ didn't die for a nigga that, falls short every week. He didn't die for a man that eats pork. He didn't die for some whore that can't keep her legs closed, but I'm working on it, and one day the Lord sees behind. He didn't die for that woman. He died for the man that what? Read that again.
Khan of the one Khan. But if we walk in the light as he is in the light, we have fellowship one with another.
Come on.
And the blood of Yahushai, his son, cleanseth us from all sin.
There you go. The blood of Yahushai cleanses us, man. Christ died for brothers that changed their life, man. That's what it means by his blood cleansing us. I mean, the fact that he died makes you a new man. I mean, you can have a clean slate now. You can have a clean slate now. What fines? What speeding ticket? What murders? What Christmas? What whores, man? What abortions did you have? I died for them abortions, man. I died for them speeding tickets, man. You had no abortions, man. You had sex with no whores, man. Christ died for them brothers, man. Come on.
Khan one Khan. If we say that we have no sin, we deceive ourselves.
There you go. That's what you're talking about, man. Talk about in the past.
Nice.
If we say, well, Christ can't die for me, I'm perfect, man. I've never seen in the past. You're lying, man. Any man that comes to the truth, you need that sacrifice that Christ made. There's no man walking the truth talking about, yeah, man, you know what I mean? I don't, I got to the truth because I'm just holy, I'm the great Karafia, you're lying. Man. Everyone fucked up, excuse my French, man. And everyone needs Yahweh Shai, man. Everyone must go. All of us deserve death. And any man talking about, I don't. I was perfect. You're lying to yourself. Habaniga, that is the context of if any man sins, he deceives himself. Not meaning I sin and nothing ain't wrong with it. And you know what? The Bible goes, if any man got no sin, he deceives himself. So stop acting like you're righteous. When we all sin, that's not the spirit saying it in a
right.
Talk about in the past. No man can say I'm in the truth because I'm so great. I'm in the truth because I'm so holy. You're deceiving yourself. We're all fucked up. We all made mistakes. We all celebrate Christmas. We're all aborted babies, man. That's the context in which this is written. So lucky. I'll keep reading.
Khan of the one Khan, verse 8 in the middle. We deceive ourselves and the truth is not in us. If we confess our sins, he is faithful and just to forgive us our sins.
There you go. You confess your sins. How do you confess sins? By saying, raw, I messed up, man. I'm just drug dealer, man. I sold drugs to a pregnant woman, man, and change your life. That's when you confess your sins, man.
Right.
Come on.
Carnal one Khan, and to cleanse us from all unrighteousness.
Come on.
If we say that we have not sinned, we make him a liar.
You know? We confess our sins, man, and Christ makes it clean again, man. So you know what? Don't sweat it, man. I'm moving forward now. Boom. Don't do it no more. But any man talking about now, I'm in the truth because I'm great and I'm holy. I've never seen. You are lying, man. Or that's what it means by all fall short of the glory of God. Not moving forward, meaning we fell short in the past. That's the whole point of this chapter. God, you see it now. Is it making sense now? That's the whole point. Any man talking about because you spoke weed in the past. Psh, not me. Not me. You had scribes and Pharisees back then that didn't want to let the brothers in, that was living in Galatia and Romans, and I thought it was great, man. I thought, look at this nigga over here, man, with his foreskin and his penis, man. Look at this man here, man. You celebrate, Poseidon and Jupiter, man. See me? I'm a Pharisee, man. Get the Passover from birth, man. From birth, I ate this one, circumcised in 8 days, man. Feast of unleavened bread for the day was born, man. Paul said, shut up, man. You man sin as well, man.
Right.
Any man talking about I ain't sinned, man. You're deceiving yourself. You saying brothers crucify Christ. So away with him. We have no king but Caesar, man. That's the whole point of the topic. That's the whole thing. Any more questions?
Salakia, I got a question. Are mushrooms lawful or lawful?
It depends on what mushroom you're talking about.
Right.
You're talking about
obviously not them magic mushrooms what get you high. I'm on about just the normal eating ones what you get in Tesco or something like that. You know them.
Yeah, mushrooms is just a fungus. If you let me clarify for someone trying to say bad up the school. Mushrooms as in drugs, no, that's unlawful, man. Anything that makes escape reality and lose your consciousness is unlawful, man. But mushrooms as in food, yes, fungus, man. You know what else is fungus as well?
Yeast, like Yeah,
because Christians would say, fungus is wrong, it's rotten food. But what else is fungus? Yeast is fungus. Cheese is gone off milk.
Right.
But the Bible says where there's no sin, there's no transgression, man. There's food. There's something that grows. Again, it's fungus. It grows in dark places, but there's no law against it. We can eat it. What happened, Vidar? He said you can't put down the chicken and mushroom pot noodle.
No. Someone was just asking me the question, innit? And I said I'm not sure. I'll ask the question, innit?
Nah, man, chicken and mushroom pot noodle bangs the most.
Chicken and mushroom pie as well from the chip shop. You get me?
Man, what that Bombay bad boy, man. You gotta have the green pot noodle. You get me? So someone get me the precepts. Leviticus, all the herb that grows shall be meat. I think it's Genesis, I believe it is.
Genesis?
If I could say,
come on.
I was just gonna say, like, even penicillin, for example, is technically a fungus, and that's a medicine.
See, listen, man. Even Alban's a scholar, he knows, man. Rather than me knowing stuff I don't know. Penicillin is apparently a fungus. In fact, I think I heard about that the other day. I think the man that found it by mistake. He left something. Yeah, man. Rather you jogging my memory. Man. Someone left something. A scientist left something in a petri dish alive and came back. And the fungus was there. And you noticed the fungus was killing bare germs, man. And he thought, hold on, I can use this to put in people's body and kill. Yeah, come on, man. You're jogging my memory. Absolutely. The fungus ain't always bad. You know what I mean? Eat it. Someone get that, Baba Kushar. Every herb shall be meat. Genesis 9:3. Come on, Akim. Genesis 1:29.
Okay, right, yeah, but I was just going.
Book of Genesis. Go ahead.
Now go ahead, you read it.
Book of Genesis 1, verse 29. And God said, behold, I have given you every herb bearing seed, which is upon the face of all the earth. And every tree in the which is the fruit of a tree yielding seed, to you it shall be for meat.
There you go. There's no dietary when it comes to plantation. There's no dietary law when it comes to things that grow out the earth. The dietary law to animals, so anything that grows out the earth is food to eat, man. Also, it can be medicine as well. Now, if you're taking a magic mushroom, then yeah, man, that's sinful, man. You want a chicken or mushroom or mushroom pie, yeah, man. It's delicious. Delicious. I love you. Any more questions?
Salakia, I got another one.
Salakia, though.
Okay.
Go on, stop one.
Yeah, I got another precept to the herbs. The herbs.
Go ahead.
Okay. Psalms 104, verse 14. He causeth the grass to grow for the cattle and herbs for the service of man.
There you go, man. Herbs for the service of man. It's there to serve us. Meaning what? Herbs can make medicine. Herbs can make teas. Herbs even to fill your belly. The herb is there for the service of man. And the Lord put knowledge in some brothers' brains. We call them today doctors, man. And doctors know which herbs can do this, which herbs can, cure a cold, which herbs can. He said there's herbs out there that can make your things rise, man. Doctors, the Lord, the herb said, every sickness, you're a man, your team don't work. The Lord got something for that, man. It's a herb that can work for anything. The herb that's serve, man. You're a man out there, your teams don't rise, the Lord got something for you, man. You're a man out there and your eyes are dim, the Lord got something for you, man. You're a man out there, you got skin issues, the Lord got a herb for you, man. The herb for the service of man. You're a man, you like mushrooms, when you eat it tastes good, shit, the Lord got something for you, man. That's how it is. The Lord made herbs for the service of man, not just for food, but also for medication. Any more questions?
So we got a question online. Mike, go ahead.
Salakia, I needed look at Romans 8 and 26. I'll read it. Let me get there. Romans 8 26. Book of Romans, chapter 8, verse 26. Likewise, the Spirit also helpeth our infirmity. For we know not what we should pray for as we ought.
Right. What does that mean? What does that mean? We know not what we should pray for. What does that mean?
If I could, sir.
Come on.
It's like you praying for something, you praying for money, or you praying for this, that, and the third, but you don't know what it is you actually should be praying for, like that what actually benefit you, what we actually need.
There you go. So the Lord said, the Spirit of God makes intercession for you. Meaning, brothers ask me, how do I pray? I'm saying, just pray, man. Yeah, but what if I'm praying wrong? So don't worry about this, pray, man. Because God knows what you want, even though you think you know what you want, but the Spirit knows what you want. That's what he's saying. Wait. For instance, you're brother, yeah? You're praying that your wife will stop being a whore and start having sex with your friends and stop going on Instagram and showing naked pictures. You're praying that she'll stop. I love this woman so much. Lord, please, I pray she'll stop. I pray one day she'll have a conscience and stop going on, Instagram and cover up, man. That's what you think you want. But God knows what you really want. And a lot of times, what do you need? A brand new woman. The Lord's like, F her, man. I got a brand new woman for you, man, that will listen, man. That won't give you a headache. I'll allow her, man. You're thinking, Lord, I need a car to get to work. I need a car. And the Lord's like, damn that job, man. I got a job around the corner. You don't need a car. If you get a car, now you're paying for tax, insurance, MOT. You know what I mean? All that money, I got a job around the corner. You just pray and let the Lord, you do your job by praying, asking the Lord to help you. The Lord will do his job. You think you know what you're praying for, but the Lord knows what you need. Like a child thinks he needs this, but a parent's like, you don't need that, man. You're good, man. You're thinking, oh my God, I need a woman that got to listen. I need a woman that will listen. A woman got to listen. Lord, please let a woman listen. Lord's like, fuck that woman. Excuse my French, man. Like, bro, I got a bad new thing for you, man. You don't even know. Around the corner, I got a thing for you. Yo, you brothers ever see them coming to America and the girl's like, whatever you like. Like, I got that. You don't even know. You know, man. Just do your job. your job by praying, and then listen, the Lord answer your prayer. A lot of times, brothers pray for one thing, and their answer gets prayed, and their prayer gets answered, and they always will tell you, I wasn't expecting that. I asked the Lord for the end up. I wasn't expecting niggas in boots and braids. I was expecting that's the Lord works. You get your prayer answered, but it wasn't what you were expecting. You was hoping that you would change and she would change. Look, a brand new woman for you, man, virgin. You know what I mean? I can legalize like I mean, go on, carry on.
But the spirit itself maketh in intercession for us with groanings which cannot be uttered.
Here you go, man. The spirit makes intercession. I mean, the spirit stepped in, man. You don't know what you want, and all them groans, oh, I don't know what I want. I'm dying here, man. The Lord, like, listen, man, I got you, man. You don't know. A precept for this is what someone can get it. Though we pray amiss, that's I'm quoting it verbatim. Though we pray amiss, meaning you know what you're praying for. Just pray.
Yes.
Just pray. You got demons on you. You're trying to fight your demons. Just pray. The Lord got something for you. You think, I'm gonna do it this way. You gotta beat them demons. Why? Because you're praying to the Lord, man. You're praying to the Lord, man. But the way you think it's gonna go down, it's not gonna go down, man. You ever heard that saying? Blessings, what? Say the Lord moves in mysterious ways, or blessings in disguise. That's how the Lord works. How you want it to work, how you think it's gonna work, is not how it's gonna work, man. That answers your question.
Toward for that, yeah.
What's caused the next saying? What's it? If your wife watches what TV?
I don't even know what he was talking about.
If your wife watches TV, I bet you won't watch much either. If your wife loves dancing, you don't. I bet you start taking this. I don't know.
I don't know. You must think we Christian or something. I don't know what you're talking about.
He's Christian, okay. He's Christian. He said, love Jesus more. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm just a that reads the Bible, man. I don't know about no dancing and stuff. So lucky. Right, any more questions?
That's not Big Frida. Big Frida. Talk about Big Frida, man. So wrong company.
If I could say that one picture you wanted about praying amiss is in James 4:3.
Someone get that Bible, Kishar.
Come on. The book of James, chapter 4 and verse 3. Ye ask and receive not, because ye ask amiss. That you go.
You ask, you don't get it, because you don't know what you're asking for. You ask, a lot of brothers are asking for the truth and got the truth, man. And I bet you did not know the truth about niggas, man, in race, man. You did not know the truth about the Lord. You didn't know the truth was, some white man going to deliver it for you. Ask, but you don't know what you're asking for. You're asking myth, man.
Come on. But because ye ask amiss, that ye may consume it upon your lusts.
There you go. We ask for the things that we want. I want this, I want that. Let me tell you something, black man, Hispanic man, the Lord knows what you need. See, you think, I want this, I want that. The Lord knows what you need. Yo, I need a job, man. I need a job so bad. The Lord's like, no, you don't, man. I got 2 wives, man, for you, man. Can look after you, man. You got lift a finger. So you wanted a job. The Lord knows what you need. You lost don't always mean a bad thing. Christianity is taking the word lost to mean, disgusting. But I can lust over a piece of cake. Okay? That ain't wrong. Lust means what you want. You pray for what you want. Guess what? God got what you need.
Right.
No sweat. With that, my hand out to priest and prophet. Who got it today? Rabbi, please. For the speak, Baba Shah.
Come on, cuz. You men of Israel, I'm Madiam. One courtesy to Lee. So I'm Madiam Shabbath. I'm Madiam. Barak. Yahweh Bahasham Yad Yam Batah. Saw, which means to turn, face the sisters. All right.